with that being said, the next comment, and you can actually read the comment because I posted it in my comment, in my comments on this. Leia from India as well. Leia told me of a story while at work. She had scheduled power outages and a lack of water. Leia, I really appreciate your story, and it struck me because, and the reason why I wanted to highlight this story was because there was a sense in which it had become normalized, right? It wasn't necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. I didn't get from, and I might have been, I might be misinterpreting what you said, but from what I read, it wasn't like, oh, it's so difficult in India, what we have is so terrible. From what I read in your quotes, and everyone can read her quote, I think I posted her quote, was that your argument is that it's a part of our life. It's part of our culture. It's something that we came to understand, we came to live with. And no one's really complaining about it. So for an outsider to come in and to complain about not having bottled water, for example, is, in a sense, arrogant, right? How dare you complain about not having bottled water? How dare you complain about being hungry when we have famine, when we have scheduled power and water outages? It's just a sense of understanding the plight and the privilege of ourselves and others. And it's not just American. Another person said, Jason, hey, it's not just America that does this. Everyone is. And you're right. It's not just American, but I live in the United States of America, and this is all I know. So this is what I have to reference and what I have to write on. And because this is what I know, this is the sources that I'm going to pull from. So, Leia, I really appreciate your comment. I definitely took it to heart. And I think it just exemplifies the resilience of people like yourself and I couldn't tell whether or not you were traveling to India or you're from India, but you said you did 5 years working in India. The resilience of people like yourself to actually take the time and effort to go ahead and try and make a change for the better. Anyone can break something down, right? Anyone can knock something off. That's easy. It doesn't take any genius to say, oh, the system's broken, nothing's bad, nothing's working. I mean, anyone can do that. It takes a whole different approach, a whole different mentality to say, here's what's wrong, and here's how I think we should go about fixing it. So, Leia, for your comments and for your attempts to fix the system or to participate in the system, immerse yourself. Thank you very much. Next is Dave from Blog Critics. Dave from Blog Critics. Dave says, "Is there anything you don't loathe about the U.S.?" Okay, so Dave from Blog Critics. This one's response is for you. Dave from Blog Critics, where I publish my articles. He's a very prolific writer himself, extremely talented writer. Says, Jason, is there anything that you don't loathe about the U.S.? Dave, there's a ton I don't loathe about the U.S. I love the United States of America. I love this place more than any place in the world. The whole reason why I'm doing this, Dave, is so that I can convey a sense of how badly I want it to get better, right? It's not enough to simply say that it's bad and just move on. So, Dave, if I were saying, look, America sucks, we're all going to hell, we're a bunch of arrogant bastards, and I ended on that note, well, that would be a tragedy. That's not my intention, by any means. What I want to do, and I might be gradual with my approach, is to spell out the things that are weakening our society and our culture as a whole, and then put my 2 cents in, right? And I'm open to flaw. I never claim to, be smarter or brighter than anyone else. It's my interpretation based on the research that I've done, based on the conversations that I've had and the emails that I've read and interacting with other people, that America can get better, right? And if we're going to, I don't want to give away everything that I'm writing about because some of it is yet to come, but if we're ever going to get better, we have to first fix the things that are wrong. And the only way for us to know that truthfully is not to self-reflect as Americans, but to invite suggestions and critiques from non-Americans. So, Dave from Blog Critics, appreciate your enthusiasm, man. Hopefully that response worked. I don't know if it will. I'll find out later. Thank you very much. All right, and then last, Abila from Greece. Abila from Greece says, Jason, are you married? Abila, I'm happily married for 9 years now, and I have 2 kids. So yes, I am married. My wife is also completing her PhD in special education, and I have 2 lovely kids. So Abila from Greece, yes, I am in fact married. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody taking the time out of your busy day to read and to comment and to give me insight and feedback and your suggestions. I always weave it into the narrative. I am eternally grateful for all of the support, because in the end, that's all I really want, is a bit of support and some suggestions. So thank you very much, and I'll be posting in the days to come. Thank you, and goodbye.